Level 42 gaf onlangs een reeks concerten in Nederland. SchoolBANK gaf niet alleen kaarten weg, maar praatte ook nog even bij met Mark King, de zanger en basgitarist van de band. Hij vertelde ons alles over zijn schooltijd en hoe hij zich toen gedroeg.
For me, school was fantastic for the social thing. You know, I did have lots of friends, and the actual lessons kind of got in the way of that. You know, I learn so much more now because I want to, and I think that's the thing about school and children. A really good teacher is someone who can actually make the child interested and then bring you in, because if you have a genuine interest, then learning is a pleasure. I couldn't get my head around mathematics or the sciences or even English because I really wasn't interested in it. All I was thinking about was music all the time.
Mark's schoolcarrière ging niet van een leien dakje. Zijn favoriete vakken laten zich dan ook raden.
Well, break times was my favorite thing really. Lunchtime was good, but break times were always good.
Op zijn 17e vonden de docenten het mooi geweest en moest hij, zonder diploma, van school af.
As I wasn't doing any studying anyway, it was terrible. I mean, I really was a dreadful student. I didn't read any of my English books that I was doing the exams on. Mark, you have to leave the school because you're very thick. And I said, no, I understand this, and I'm very sorry it's come to this. And that was it. I left, and then I got a job in a factory. I knew what I wanted to do, and I think that is such a blessing. From the age of 9, I started playing drums. I got my first drum kit when I was 9 years old. By the time I was 11, I was playing sort of 2 or 3 nights a week in different pubs on the Isle of Wight, where I grew up. Well, it was quite tough, actually. I found at school trying to convince the teachers that I was going to be a musician. They would invariably try and talk me out of it. They'd try and say, well, you know, if you want to be in music, perhaps you should just join the army and go to the band school there, you know. That's not my idea of music. I did go to a reunion, excuse me, back in 2000. So it was great. I absolutely loved it because I had some, like I said, some really good friends, and a couple of the guys had gone into the RAF and they were back. And I always think the most exciting thing, though, is seeing that the girls that you used to mess around with, you know, and how they've sort of turned out. And hello, friends of SchoolBANK. This is Mark King from Level 42, and I'm sending out big love to all of you. School days were the best days of my life, and so these days too, actually. Actually, I have a fantastic life, so I hope you do. Goodbye.